Yo, what is up, my people? In today's video, I'm gonna talk about stash maintenance and everything that like takes, like mods. You know, I'm gonna tell you how I keep order of my mods, my builds, my gear. You know, everything you need to know right here in this video. Shout out to my man Swagwalker91 for supporting the stream yesterday. And yeah, I really hope this video helps you guys. Let's get it. All right, family. So my first tip for you guys is going to be 4 characters. All right. So 4 characters is what I have right here. And 4 characters is going to allow you to have about 700 items in the game. If you're maxed on every single character, that's 100 slots per character, giving you 400 slots, and then 300 slots from the stash, giving you 700 slots in total. Absolutely ridiculous. That's not counting the gear you actually have on you. So to have a little bit more items in the game than 700 items, I need you to do the expansion. All right, so the expansion is Warlords of New York. It's worth it in my opinion. It introduces gear 2.0 and I personally like it, and I've been having a lot of fun with the new raid and everything else that they've given us, the new exotics, the new weapons, the new named items. It's really worth it, man. The gear, I like it. I think it was worth what I spent once again, man. So right here, I'm gonna boost characters. That's one of the main things I want you to do, is boost your character. So the reason that you have to boost the character is because right here on my second, as you can see by my name, King Macho, right here on the right on top of me, I don't have the boosted character. So right here with this boosted character from owning Warlords of New York, I'm able to get to level 30 instantly. Okay, so not only do I get to level 30, but I get the specializations maxed. All right, 3 of the specializations, the first 3 that were introduced with the game in year 1, those come maxed. So with this character, I've been having to farm specialization points to max out those 3 specializations. So I wish I would have just boosted my character and it would have been done for, right? So that's one of the reasons I suggest boosting your character. Also, if you're playing with friends, you can level your character in about an hour or 2. This is going to give you a bunch of other stuff. If you want, check out my SHD video. I tell you why it's good to have multiple characters, right? You get that watch and you get everything else you need as far as like SHD levels. They transfer between characters, giving you tons of material depending on your SHD level. So right here, my 4th character is also boosted, and man, I'm telling you, like, it's super beautiful. I make all type of builds. I have all type of gear. I save gear from like armored gear to offensive gear with the same type of rolls, just to like have options. But for you guys at home, I want to say you want to be like kind of careful with what you're keeping, because like it can really fill up on you easily, like quickly, and then you just like have no space and you're deleting every mission you do. You have to wait, your friends have to wait before they reset the mission because you're inside the door, and you're taking 10 hours to delete a piece of gear that should only take you 20 seconds. But you know, I totally understand, guys. So all right, fam, so these are just some opinions that I have as a gamer. So right here, as you can see, I have 0 items in my inventory. I have my build right here that I love. This is my favorite build. So usually when I go farming, I try to have the least amount of items that I can. That way when I'm farming, I have space, you know, and I don't have to worry. I could just like pick everything up, and then later towards the end of the session, I could like figure out what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. Usually it's a really hard thing to do, man. But with that being said, I know pieces like these are hard to get, but this is kind of like more or less what you want to have your gear looking like. And what you need to do this is you got to keep farming, man. You got to keep hitting those same missions over and over. Open up your map and you're going to hit a targeted loot, and whatever piece you're looking for, whatever build you want to optimize, you need to be farming that mission until your fingers bleed. All right, maybe not literally, but you get what I'm saying. So right here, backpacks, I'm gonna be doing Lincoln Memorial later on stream today, and I'm gonna just be farming, trying to get insane beautiful backpacks, any type of backpacks, because they have talents and those are really useful. That's a really good farm to do today, in my opinion. So right here, I'm gonna also explain that I have loadouts. So on every other character that I have, other than my main, I also have loadouts. So what I like to do is I like to stick everything in my stash. I have 297 in my stash. And then when I go to the character that I'm going to play on, I want to pull out all the gear. I want to pull out all of the builds. That way I have everything I need. And while I'm playing, I could be a healer, I could be a tank, I could be a DPS, I could do PvP, I could do anything. I could be a hazard build, you know, I could be a status build. I could do anything really, man. And it just takes you having all your pieces where you need them. So I have 44 items now in my inventory. I went from 0 to 44. And that's just because I have a whole bunch of different builds, and I'm always trying to be ready for everything and every encounter, every content that we do. So basically now I want to go ahead and explain gear to you. All right. So gear, what you want to do is you want to try to stick DPS talents with DPS gear. So gear that has like crit chance, crit hit damage, those type of gears, in my opinion, you want to have headshot damage, crit hit damage. You don't want to really have skill haste or skill damage on those pieces of gear. But if you're running a hybrid, then totally I understand. If you know what you want, go for that. All right. But I would highly suggest, like, if you have a piece of, let's say like Hana Yu, you really want it to have skill talents or attributes, excuse me. You don't want it to have like crit hit chance and crit hit damage and one skill tier. You know, you want it to have like all skill related items. And because it comes with skill haste, skill damage, and weapon damage. If you wanted to, you could make a hybrid with this build. So, you know, you would be able to run some type of but yeah, you could make a hybrid build out of anything, honestly. So, you know, that's just my opinion. And that's what's been working for me so far. So right here I have some blues because they are for PvP, and in PvP you need to have blues to survive. And it's up to you really what else you want to have, blue or yellow or red, right? So if the brand is a damage brand, make sure you have damage attributes. If the brand is a skill brand, make sure you have skill attributes. If the brand is a tanking brand like armor, regen, any of that, you want to make sure you have like armor, like hazard protection, armor regen, hazard attributes. But you know, you can always mix it together to have that perfect like combination for whatever activity you're doing. So like right here, this is SMG damage, so I usually want to have damage and damage. But since I play PvP and I know hazard is usually a problem, instead of crit chance, I roll hazard onto this build. But yeah, I would suggest not keeping items that are low rolled because you want to like have space, right? And if you're keeping all your pieces of gear that are really bad rolls, you're really not gonna have space for getting like good rolls, right? And you're gonna have to be like deleting over and over. So I would say get one piece. So like, let's say I don't have another spotter chest for Providence because I feel like this chest is good enough for whatever I need, right? Unless I feel like I need more armor on my build, then I'll get another spotter chest with armor on it or high attributes, and then I'll roll armor onto it, okay? So if one of your attributes is below 50, I understand, but you definitely don't want to have a piece of gear that has two pieces below 50. That's a big suggestion for me. And yeah, two pieces of your gear can be really good, and the last one not be so useful for your build until you get something better. So I haven't got anything better yet, and this is why I'm still using this perfect headhunter. But like, everybody's situation is going to be different, right? All right, so a few more things that I would suggest is your mods. I would try to check your mods like at least weekly and go through different mods that you feel like you might not need. So for example, right here, I'm going to show you, try to keep 3 of your best mods because your build is going to take 3 mods, okay? You have a talent on the mask, a talent on the chest, and the backpack mod slots. They're going to change it to where you could use any mod on any mod slot in the future. So for that, I would suggest like farming mods and getting those god roll mods. Right here, I have 10% skill duration. I have it 3 times, as you can see. So since I already have 3 skill duration mods maxed, I'm not going to save any more skill duration mods. You're not going to see me with any more skill duration mods on my character anywhere, all right? So if you want, you could save different mods on different characters if you're that type of gamer and you want to save, like, you know, you want to keep more than 3 mods. But usually I suggest only keeping 3 mods. This will help you with like your inventory on your main character or whatever character you're playing on. All right, and lastly, I'm going to say don't be a hoarder. You know, I'm a hoarder. But I love this game. My job is to try to make different builds, mess with different builds, have different gear ready just in case I think of something or I'm inspired, you know, to make those builds for you guys. But yeah, with that being said, the video is done for today, man. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps a few of you guys. Hope to see you on Twitch later. And maybe we're going to play some Rogue Company later tonight after Division. Of course, we always start with the Division. We do a few raids with the community. And we try to help Sherpa people to get those completions and those exotics from the raid. So thank you guys so much once again for supporting me and watching my content. I'll catch you later, baby. Stay blessed.